Hey everyone, it's Jessica here with another layout for Spiegel Mom's Scraps Design Team. You can use my code Jessica15 in the shop for 15% off. So I am pulling out the Cider and Donuts collection today by Simple Stories, and I have already pre-cut a large number 2 on my background out of my white textured cardstock on my Cricut machine, and I just simply inserted some text, chose a font from my computer, and used that and just cut it out. Super simple. And I wanted to use that large 2 on my background because my baby girl, as you probably know from watching my videos, she is turning 2 today actually, and I wanted to do this little photo shoot with her with some pumpkins to celebrate. And I chose 3 photos of that photo shoot of her that are just super sweet and adorable, and I'm arranging them here on this layout today. So I've chosen 3 tags from this collection that I'm going to use as anchor points for her little photos, which I've cut down so they're a little bit matted on those tags, so they have a little bit of an outline. And then I decided to pull out some of these little photo corners by ThermoWeb to use on all of these photos. So I'm just going to apply those quickly here. I'm going to put some tape runner on the back of my photo first, and then I am just placing all of these little photo squares on the corners. So I've got those. It just adds a little touch of something on those photos since I'm not using a lot of layers or anything like that like I normally would on my photos. I liked to incorporate just a little something on them to give them a little pop. So I'm just placing all of those on. I'm going to go ahead and stick them down to my little tags here, and I'm going to arrange them all in a row. I'm just cutting out the little circles here with my circle punch and just punching out that little top so I can put some thread through there eventually. And I've grabbed this little scrap of cardboard. So I really love recycling things and using different textures on my layouts. And I had this cardboard box here. I literally just ripped a piece out of it, and I just made it a part of my layout. I really love that texture. I love the way it looks, and I just thought it added a really cool effect. And it's also recycling parts of my box, so I plan on using some more parts of that box in the future on some other layouts. But that's how it's going to go on this one. I've also cut out this little border piece from the Pretty Little Studio You Are My Sunshine collection, which I'm just going to place right underneath that little cardboard piece for some added dimension. And then I decided I wanted to pull in some more pattern paper. I know, crazy, but I'm actually going to end up covering up most of this number 2. But I know it's under there, and it's kind of sort of legible in the end, so it's really okay. But of course, I'm going to pull in some sequins as well, because that's what this whole layout is actually about, is for Spiegel Mom Scrap. So of course I'm going to use sequins on it, but you know, I love sequins on all of my layouts, so it's pretty much a given these days. I've chosen that Shine Bright title piece, which is also by that Sunshine collection by Pretty Little Studio. I'm going to use that. I'm just going to do some light doodling here around my number 2, even though, again, I'm going to cover most of this up, but I know it's under there and it looks fabulous. I kind of wish I would have left a little bit more white space around this number 2, so it was more of a highlight on my page other than my photos, but again, I know that it's under there. I know it's a large number 2. It kind of ends up looking like a heart in the end, but it's okay. No big deal. Baby girl is actually here and helping clean my desk. She loves to clean, so I often give her wipies, or she steals wipies from me from behind my desk here in my cart. You should see her up and close right there with all her curly goodness, and she was trying to clean off my desk as I was trying to scrap. I'm just taking some foam tape here and popping up this paper portion of this layout because that cardboard's pretty thick. So I needed to just pop the rest of it up so that it was the same dimension, and everything will stick down nicely now. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down. I've used that little flare. It's a canvas flare by Scrap and Happy Studio. I love them. That one is a cute little fox with a pumpkin, and I thought it was so super sweet for this layout. I have this little metal heart here that's actually from my memory planner, and it was just laying on my desk because I took it out because I wasn't using it anymore. So I thought, you know what, that would look really cute on this layout as well. So I'm just going to pop it right there on the corner, and I'm going to add a few little leafy stems here from these little die cuts. And I'm going to create another cluster down here. And I was fumbling around with adding a pumpkin or two, and in the end I ended up just grabbing the sticker book from that cider and donuts collection and adding another floral cluster at the bottom. I really like these little wordy pieces in this sticker book, so I'm going to pop one here below my title and see what else I can find in here. So I'm just flipping through, and I decide on using this flower for the floral cluster at the bottom and opting out of those little leafy bits. So I'm just going to mainly use that one. I was trying to use one of these, and it wasn't really going with my flow that I was going for, so I decided not to use those. And instead, I am just going to sprinkle on some sequins. I'm going to run this thread through my tags real quick and just kind of loop it around. That little piece was just a scrap piece that I had cut off from something else, and I had it left over just literally laying in my trim bin. So it was just the perfect length to go with this. So I just stapled down the excess and just kind of let it be wherever it wanted to be. And it worked out perfect. These are the new, I believe they're called Luna letters or Luna alphas, and I just really, really love this font. So I'm going to be grabbing a couple more of these from the Cherry on Top shop. They come in different colors as well. So I wanted to grab just a couple sets of them in black just to make sure that I liked them and liked the size, and I do. I really, really love the size of them. It's like the perfect size for either a regular big title or a subtitle like this. So I'm definitely going to be grabbing a few more sets of these. But they're really sticky too, which I was surprised because sometimes I get alphas and they're not real sticky. So I really, really like that they seem really tacky. Here's those sequins coming in now that I'm going to use on here. I'm actually grabbing the Cornucopia mix from this month's release. So you can either pre-order the releases as they are released for pre-order. So they're released a little bit ahead of time. If you want to grab the pre-order for a discounted price, you can grab all the sequins for the whole month in that pre-order pack for a little bit cheaper, or you can wait and see if Jody has any extras. She will release them individually in the shop then. So my suggestion is if you like any of these mixes, grab the pre-order pack, because if she doesn't have any left over to put in the shop, then they're gone. Once they're gone, they're gone. And she doesn't usually do any restocks. So if you want to grab anything from the shop, there's a lot of really good sequin mixes in there. A couple of my favorites are the Inky Dew mix, anything with orange in it, like the peachy something or other mix. What's the other one? Grimtails is one of my favorite ones, but I don't know if that one's still in the store or not, but it was one of my favorites. I love all the ones with the orange shades and the kind of the fall colors. So if you want any of those, make sure you use my code Jessica15 in the shop to grab any of those, and you'll save that 15% off. And I'll also put my affiliate link down below for you, so you can just click on that. So here I'm just grabbing a few little wordy bits from that Pretty Little Studio collection that I'm using, little bits and pieces of, just to add a few of those to my layout and just give the photos a little bit of pop there. And that's going to do it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope I've inspired you to create something beautiful. And I appreciate each and every one of you and all of your super sweet comments. So thank you guys so much, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.